question is, what happens if your song blows up and it's unregistered? For contextual purposes, for people outside of hip hop, because this is one of the slangs used in hip hop, but your song blowing up would mean that if you start to have an upstream of streams, plays, whatever that you want to refer to. If you are having a lot of radio spins, what happens? Well, what happens is that your track is making money. It is, especially if it's being played on big commercial radio stations 5, 6, 7 times a day. Especially if it's Alamo radio on 5, 6, 7 times a day, it's making a lot of money, So, because some of the stations are paying like 400 a speed. So you can imagine if your song is like being played like 10 times, that's like 4,000 a day. So then what happens if that happens but you are unregistered? Well, radio stations have an obligation to send to Samro their cue sheets. Cue sheets is information pertaining the songs that they have played and for how long and whatever information that they have, usually the metadata. This is why sending the correct metadata when you send your music to radio is so important. It's very important for that reason, you understand, so that you can correctly be paid, you can correctly be credited by these radio stations and also Samro. So when you don't submit your music, what happens is that they play your music, it makes money, they send cue sheets to Samro, Samro collects. But there is what they call black box, the Samro black box. This is where songs that have no claim, I don't know what they call people who, is it claimants? Songs that have people who have not claimed, or the metadata cannot be matched to a member of Samro. So your money will sit there for the maximum amount of 3 years. And if nobody is making any claim within 3 years, your money will be moved. This is why we have the Samro fund. You understand? The Samro fund comes from money that Samro has accumulated, has collected, but they are unable to match it to the people it's supposed to go to avoid being sued for keeping the money on them. They release the money through the Samro funds. That's what happens. But we can assist you with that one. For as long as you are making claims for income received in your name within the last 3 years, we can help you get your cash.